Okay, in this lecture, we are going to look at a concrete example of a class and object in action. So, the example that I'm going to take is that of a circle. We all know what a circle is, okay? So, I have a circle here which is described by its radius. Say r is the radius. And then what can I do with it? I can compute the circumference of the circle. Okay. I can compute the circumference of the circle. I can find the area of the circle. So, area, circumference, these are some actions that I can perform on the circle. Compute the area, compute the circumference. Okay. So, these are some actions. And to describe the circle, there is only one value that I need, that is its radius. So if I have the radius, I can describe the circle. So if I say the radius of my circle is say 1 centimeter, I know how big the circle will be. If I say the radius is 10 centimeter, I know that it will be a bigger circle. So the radius is nothing but the attribute. So I can have a class for circle which will have attribute radius, okay, and it will have actions, say I'll call them compute area and compute circumference. All right, so this is the attribute and these two are the functions. Another example, let's say I talk about a square, or let's say rectangle. Let me talk about a rectangle. To describe the rectangle, I now need two values. I need the length and the breadth. All right. So attributes. What are the attributes of this rectangle? The length and the breadth. All right. Then again, what actions I can perform? I can again, let me talk of only one. Let me say I can compute the area, compute the area of the rectangle. So these are the attributes. The ones that you can see here are the attributes, and this here is the method or the action or the function. So I can have a class called rectangle, and then with these attributes and this particular function. So if I now have, if you just look at this, if I have a rectangle with length 2 and breadth 4, okay, what is this? Is this a class or an action or an object? This is an object. This is a specific rectangle of length 2 and breadth 4. I can have another rectangle with length 2, breadth say 6. Okay, so this is another object. This is another object. This is another object. So all these represents different objects. So when I say compute area for let's say this particular rectangle, what will I get? Area of a rectangle is length into breadth. So I will get area is 8. So this compute area will work only on this particular rectangle. Similarly, if I use compute area on this particular object or this particular rectangle, so I will get the area as 12 because this is only for specific to this particular rectangle only. So you can see the data of one object is not interfering with that of the other. Okay, so the compute area for this particular rectangle will work only on its own data. Similarly, compute area for this rectangle will work only on its own data. So the chances of data being unintentionally manipulated is greatly reduced because of this encapsulation.